Hey everybody, welcome back to Chicago Reacts. My name is Michael. I'm an actor here in the city of Chicago, and I'm joined by the ever brilliant
Zach, also, an actor here in Chicago. Chicago. Today, we are back with our good old friend Sam Nella. We have been really enjoying his content as of late, and I'm so happy that Mike and I have gotten to react to it too.
Yes.
Diogenes, the publicly defecating philosopher. It might be Diogenes.
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 I think it has to be Diogenes now. I think you were right with Diogenes. But
Diogenes.
Diogenes.
I
do like Guinness.
I really enjoy good Guinness. All right. Like and subscribe if you guys enjoy Guinness too. Or if not, what's your favorite drink? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, without further ado, let's get it. Let's rock and roll. Every time it gets me. We're gonna be ready.
Hey kids, time for another
Sam.
steamy load of knowledge dripping down your neck and chest. Today, we're going to talk about the greatest mind to ever live. Nope, not him. Nope. Keep trying. Who I'm really referring to is the ancient Greek philosopher known as Diogenes of Sino.
Diogenes.
School of thought.
Way sexier than Mike.
Diogenes.
Way sexier.
You were
than
close.
Well, yeah, I threw, 6 different pronunciations out there.
Yeah, if you combined all of them, you probably got it.
Diogenes. That's super
Known
dope.
as cynicism. Far from the yelling at CNN, sitting down during the pledge kind of cynicism we know today, cynic philosophy centers around the rejection of conventional desires in favor of a simple, moderate lifestyle. While some philosophers made a virtue out of self-discipline, Diogenes took all that to a whole new level. He was the most down-to-earth guy out there. Literally, he lived on the ground, in a big tub in the marketplace where he'd beg for a living. For a while, his only possession was a wooden bowl, until one day he saw a child drinking out of his hands, and he was like, what do I need this shit for? Now, though his way of life and perspective was unique enough, it's the way Diogenes showed it that really set him apart from the rest. When someone today wants to go against society, they dye their hair blue and make a blog post about how there aren't any obese women of color in Super Smash Bros. On the other hand, Diogenes has something to say. He just jerks off in public. Takes a dump in the amphitheater, pisses on passerby, whatever. The way he saw it, he was just performing much needed bodily functions while also protesting the superficiality of the civilization around him. Keep in mind, though he was an unwashed, publicly defecating homeless man, that's not all he was. His wit was easily on par with his philosophical contemporaries, and his lack of inhibition meant that everyone knew it. For example, here's an often pondered question of the day. How do you define a human in the simplest of terms possible? Plato decided to tackle this question, and he came up with featherless biped. And in the ancient Greek world, they didn't have any kangaroos or gibbons or nothing, so people were the only things around that both walked on 2 legs and didn't have feathers. Plato thought he was real clever with that one. Diogenes, on the other hand, he wasn't having any of it, so he said, alright, you pompous prick, I'll give you a featherless biped. So, in reality, we do not learn, and what we call learning is only a process of recollection. Oh goddammit, not you again. What's up, fuckers? Hey, check out this person I found. Isn't it such a human? Look at him, wow. What a guy. Anyway, love to stay and chat, but I saw some trash outside that looked delicious. Smell you later, deliberator. What the fuck? Here's another anecdote. Macedonian King Alexander was a big fan of Diogenes, so he decided to pay him a visit. And he said, hey man, big fan. If there's any favor I can do for you, anything at all, just let me know, I'll make it happen. Now to put this into perspective, this is Alexander we're talking about. The guy who had his cousin straight up assassinated so he could take the throne. The guy who would later go on to conquer the majority of the civilized world. And you know what Diogenes says? He goes, yeah, you can do me a favor. Move over, you're in my light. Wow, I'm not even mad. You really are just a legend. Diogenes lived up to the ripe old age of 89. I don't know if that's a testament to his lifestyle or if he just got lucky, but either way, if there is a god, he definitely has a sense of humor. The exact cause of Diogenes' death varies depending on which source you look at. Some say he died from an infected dog bite. Others say it was from eating raw octopus. My favorite theory is that one day he just got tired of living, and he just held his breath till he died. He left behind instructions on what to do with his body after he passed. Now, when people think of special post-mortem instructions like these, they usually think, scatter my ashes at 6:53 a.m. off the western face of Mount Rainier using my grandfather's favorite ladle. None of that with Diogenes. He kept it simple. In the words of Danny DeVito,
When I'm dead, just throw me in the trash.
specifically, he wanted his body tossed into the wild so animals could feast on him, thereby giving back to the earth what little he took from it. So kids, moral of the story, don't judge a book by its cover. The man who appears to be nothing more than a shit-smeared babbling vagrant could actually be the wisest man you'll ever meet. Or he could really just be a raving fucking lunatic. Bring a knife, just in case. Anyway, till next time, I'm
Need
Sam
cash
Nella,
to
and
research
thank you for
alien
watching.
AIDS.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I was just gonna say, I think that out of all, I think that might have been my favorite salmonella video. I'm gonna
very
go out
good.
on a limb. I think that was like my favorite salmonella video that at least that we've watched.
Yeah. Well, it was really short and to the point, and but he covered a lot. It kind of just reminds me of like minimalism today. Like people are like, yeah, I'm going to live in a van and drive around the country and like have all my possessions in one backpack and just like experience the world around me. But that's even more adventurous because he's like, no, I'm just going to live in
a
bucket
in a bucket.
the side of the road and just do my thing.
Yeah.
That is wild.
It's like he was just like so popular because he didn't care. He was just, to put it as you put it, he doing his thing.
Doing his thing.
But
Yeah, I mean, it does. I feel like, especially, I don't know. I mean, I watch a lot of like minimal. Oh, well, not a lot, but I've watched some like minimalist stuff and van living stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's
I think
it's
that
cool.
like
It's
fits
cool.
very much into
What
his
he would have
perspective.
been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's this whole movement of like moving away from society of like Facebook and Instagram and just like connecting with people again.
True.
So I feel like, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he would do to rally against the machine that is like the internet in like today if he was reincarnated or came back, or I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Also just goes to show, like, in order to live until 89 years old, even today, let alone back then, kind of shows the power of what a strong mental sense of self can do for your both physical and mental well-being.
Yeah. I think it takes the kind of person who would defeather a chicken just to make a fool out of somebody else. That is hilarious.
That was
Just like, I found this human. He's a great guy. Just
That
that's
was-
so good.
That was my favorite part. I just love so the comedy of that video was just outstanding. Yeah, the guy in the back raising his hand after the
what the fuck?
demonstration.
So good. Let us know. Yeah, what do you think about Diogenes and his philosophy? And I'd love to know in the comments section down below. And hey, if you're liking our reactions, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave suggestions in the comment section down below. We always like looking through those and picking them out.
Yeah, we've reacted to quite a bit of salmonella stuff now. So if you haven't checked out our previous stuff, feel free to go peruse the channel to your heart's desire. We've reacted to some pretty cool stuff, but salmonella in particular has been such a joy. So
We'll see you next time on Chicago Reacts.